Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. Bring about conversations of a psychological, mental health, emotional health paradigm. We do that as often as we can, usually several times per week. If you are looking for coaching, life, relationship, business, whatever have you in 2022 and beyond, would love to be of assistance to you. We got over 1,100 of these in this archive, and so there's cool stuff for you to check out. This is kind of a two-part series. If a relationship is not for you, what are some signs? If you are looking for coaching that would love to be helpful to you, please feel free to reach out at PO Perception on Twitter and or in the About Me section of this YouTube page. Either one will give you a connection with the idea of kind of moving forward, and that would be super beneficial. In any event, would love to be helpful to you in that way. So what are some signs that a relationship may not be in your best interest? If you have to be fake to keep the relationship going, that's a huge one. You know, authenticity and reality are important parts of true relationship building and rapport building. And so if you feel the need to be fake, if you feel the need to be disingenuous, if you feel the need to be kind of in a situation where you have to be, I don't even know, leading in a direction that doesn't feel right to you or it doesn't make sense, or you are constantly always leading the conversation, if you're leading the contact, if you're always the one reaching out first, it's a sign the relationship is fake, because what that says is the other person isn't as invested in developing and keeping things developed between the two of you in a direction that's going to be mutually beneficial. It doesn't necessarily mean that you can't have a good time together, but it means the foundation of the relationship is one-sided. The more one-sided a relationship, the harder it is for people to keep going. The more one-sided a relationship, the harder it is for people to, have a genuine interaction with each other. And problems do often kind of rebalance in that way. So, and so there's challenges there in terms of kind of moving forward in a way that makes sense for you, and it can be super challenging to move forward and make a decision around the ideas of how to balance a relationship out. And balance is one of the most important things in any relational experience. And so there's challenges there in terms of making those decisions. The next thing to consider in general is kind of looking at things in a lack of trust. So if you don't trust the foundation you're building, or you're having difficulty in trusting the intention of the other person, the ability of the other person to follow through with their intention, it becomes harder overall to connect on a deeper level with making sense out of things and making a, ability to kind of get things balanced. If you're fighting on a consistent basis, if you're not able to find compromise, that's another huge sign, probably one of the bigger signs in human nature that the relationship isn't for you. That is to say, you can disagree, but there has to be some form of resolution around the disagreement. It can be agreeing to disagree. It can be finding compromise. It can be agreeing not to talk about a subject a second, third, fourth time. But the bottom line is you have to find a way that the issue doesn't come up again and again and again. And the more often the same issues come up, the more damage is done to the foundation of the core of the relationship. And then the next piece is ultimately, how do you move forward? How do you make decisions that are in your best interest when you don't really know how to move forward with a situation? And it can be super challenging. And so being open to change, being open to possibilities, believing the best about a person's ability to change, knowing that change is possible for any person doesn't necessarily mean they're going to follow through with it, but believing that they could, believing that you're willing to give them the chance to do so if the desire is there, and ultimately if things are going in a direction that's mutually beneficial. The more flexibility you have with a relationship, chances are the better the relationship will be in the long run of things. And so hopefully this is helpful. Keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.